Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the MU Stand. This is your match reaction. Bayern Munich 4, Manchester United 3. I don't know, man. Where do we start? Where do we start from here? I mean, we've seen a lot of goals in this match. You might say that it's a respectable scoreline, given the circumstance that we came back and turned this game from 4-2 to 4-3. But all in all, I don't know. Like, it just feels weird. It just feels weird looking at Manchester United at this moment in time. Are the players backing the manager? What's going on in that dressing room? I just have no clue, because even when Bayern Munich went ahead, we just didn't look like we were going to fight. We didn't show any heart. We did not show any fighting spirit to get back into this game. I know the scoreline suggests that, but if you actually watch the game, the goals that we have scored, we just huffed and puffed, to be honest. We just huffed and puffed. But all in all, I don't think we played well in this game. But I also don't think that Bayern Munich have played well in this match as well. I don't think they played well in this game at all. But yet again, we concede 4 goals away from home. This is now just becoming a trend. I mean, we conceded 3 against Brighton. We conceded 2 against Tottenham. We conceded another 3 goals or 2 goals against Arsenal. It's just too much goals that we are conceding. And is it the defense? Is it the goalkeeper? It's just hard to tell at this moment in time. Of course, in this match, Onana made a big mistake for that first goal. I think that first goal completely changed the game, by the way. That first goal completely changed the game. If we did not concede first in that match, I think we would have had a chance to at least draw this game. That mistake was just unbelievable. Unbelievable. I mean, we got rid of David De Gea for what? Can somebody tell me in the chat, why did we get rid of David De Gea? It just doesn't make any sense. We get rid of David De Gea, and this guy comes in. Okay, he can play with his feet, but he keeps making a mistake. Another mistake, another costly mistake. Think about this. Being a semi-final or a quarter-final, you're done. You're done. Too many mistakes. Too many mistakes. Goalhouse says too many careless goals. United were poor and Bayern Munich was great. Yeah, I don't think Bayern was that much great. I don't think they were that much great. They just played better than us. I don't think they were that great. I don't think they just completely dismantled us. I don't feel that way. I don't have that feeling. I've watched the game. We just did the watch along. I've watched the game, and it wasn't like that, to be honest with you. It was not like that. But Too many careless passes in the middle of the park. Too many careless passes. I mean, Bruno today, where do I start? How many times does this guy give the ball away? How many times? How many times he gave the ball away? It's just beyond me. It's just beyond me. And the front three, you're looking at the front three. Rashford, again, he's given a chance to start this game. He starts on the left. But yet again, I saw him not passing the ball to Hojlund. When Hojlund was actually inside wide open in the first half, he just cuts in and shoots. He did exactly the same thing against Brighton. And I was asking for Erik ten Hag to punish people when they make a mistake. Do not reward people for making a mistake. Marcus Rashford made a mistake against Brighton. Consistently, he was so selfish. He should not have started this match. But yet, Erik ten Hag, just like the previous managers, he does have his favorites. Yes, I said it. He does have his favorites. He pretends to be that guy that gives everybody the same chance, that gives, that sticks with principle, and all that jazz is just bullshit. Because Rashford makes a mistake, he doesn't punish him. I bet you if it was Anthony or if it was Sancho, he punishes him. So this is why I'm concerned about. This is why I'm concerned about this manager. I just don't know where to go with this manager. You guys let me know in the chat. Did we lose this game because of the players, or did we lose this game because of the manager? You guys let me know in the chat. Every single person get in the chat now and let me know. We got 500 of you watching. Do let me know in the comment section what you guys feel about this game. But ridiculous decision by Erik ten Hag. All across the board. I mean, I can go from defense to offense. I mean, in the middle of the park, let's talk about the midfield. He starts the game with Eriksen and Casemiro. I mean, how do you expect to dominate the midfield playing away from home at Bayern Munich? We're talking about away from home, and we're not playing a small team. We're playing one of the best, Bayern Munich. Eriksen and Casemiro in the middle of the park. And you think you can control the midfield with Eriksen and Casemiro? How deluded is this manager, bro? How deluded is this manager? Am says, how come he doesn't play Sancho? Sancho's not in the team, man. Sancho's not in the team. He was never in the team. He's not in the matchday squad for this game. But it's just that the formation just did not suit Manchester United. It wasn't the right formation. I don't think it was the right formation to set up like this against Bayern Munich. It just doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense. He has to go with McTominay, Eriksen, Bruno, and Casemiro to control the midfield. That's the only way we could have survived in this game. And yet again, he's done it again. He's seen our team get exposed against Brighton. And he's thinking that Eriksen and Casemiro could hold the midfield and play against Bayern Munich. That's just deluded, man. That is some delusion. He is deluded. And I've had enough, man. I've had enough. Ten Hag, I swear to God, I've had enough. I'm not going to say Ten Hag out. I mean, I've said it already that he needs to leave, but we need to find a replacement. We can't just say Ten Hag out and expect things will change with a new manager. We need to know who that new manager is, to be honest with you. We need to know. If it's only Zinedine Zidane or if it's someone else with that high caliber that I'm willing to let go of Ten Hag. But he looks like he's losing the dressing room. He looks like he's losing his head in terms of how he's setting up this team. Yes, I know, for example, we don't have Amrabat. He might come in and protect Casemiro. We don't have Mason Mount. You can tell me that. We don't have all these players that are out through injuries or some personal issues. But there's no excuse, man. There is no excuse. Vicente said Ten Hag is not the problem. Then tell me who's the problem then? Who's the problem? Kike says he should drop Rashford. Very annoying. Have you seen the game? I mean, instantly Garnacho comes in around 80 minutes. Instantly he makes a difference on that left-hand side, taking on players and getting a couple of free kicks. So winning a couple of free kicks. That's what he was doing. Garnacho was doing that. So why the hell are we not making a change when we see in the first half that it's not working? Why are we not making a change instantly in the second half? Ten Hag waits and waits and waits and waits to make a change. I mean, how difficult is it to look at the team and say, okay, we're missing this guy or we're missing this player, so we need to make a change? Why is he waiting until the last minute to make changes? It's just crazy. Let me just quickly read out some of the comments that we're going to go through the players, and you guys give me your ratings as well. We're going to go through the players, and we're going to have score ratings for the players. Bro, the defense is not so good, says William. Another problem with Erik ten Hag, he favors some players. Rashford has not been himself lately. Did you see how Garnacho changed the game? Exactly what I just spoke about. I think you just tuned in, William. I think you just tuned in, but that is exactly what I just spoke about. The fact that he has his favorites. He has his favorites. He doesn't punish players the same way for everyone. He just doesn't do that. What can you say about Dalot's performance in these two games? I mean, Dalot. We could take a look at the back four. By the way, Lindelof and Martinez. I thought they could work together, but it just feels like they just can't work together anymore. They just cannot work together. I mean, how many times Bayern Munich just cut us open in that defense? And Lindelof or Martinez just nowhere near to be found. Nowhere near to be found. And our fullbacks actually, offensively, they didn't do much. Reguilon, I think Reguilon played better than Dalot. If I'm being honest, Reguilon, at least offensively, he was a dangerous player. He was one of our dangerous players, to be honest with you. Up and down, the whole 90 minutes. I'm really impressed with it, Reguilon. But my only concern with Reguilon is that defensively, he doesn't look solid. That is his biggest weakness. I think if he could fix that, which is a major if, I think he could come good for Manchester United. But let me just quickly read out some of the comments here. Says United are crumbling. Is no good. It is no good, bro. It is no good. We are crumbling. And something gotta give and something really needs to change. I swear to God, something really needs to change. By the way, we got, like I said, we got 500 of you coming in. Make sure as you join in, make sure you guys smash a like on the stream. And if you're new to the channel, do subscribe to the channel. We're closing in on 20K. Let me just quickly read out some of the comments here. Ogona says the fourth goal was disheartening. The defense simply gassed out and became, the fourth goal, even that fourth goal, right? Bruno Fernandes had the chance to put the ball in to Garnacho, and he messes up the pass. He fucks up the pass, and then immediately they go on the other end and score that fourth goal. Crazy. And how many of you were complaining about Casemiro this, Casemiro that? Casemiro yet again. I keep saying it. Casemiro is my favorite player. Every single time in the stream, people ask me, who do you like the most at Manchester United? I say Casemiro. People laugh, but you see why now. You see why now. Casemiro consistently delivers for this team. But I think it's Erik ten Hag's formation that is exposing him in the past 4 games. I don't think it's his fault, because we've seen it last season and we've seen it for Real Madrid. Casemiro holds that midfield very strong. You see what I'm saying? So Ten Hag really needs to look into himself. He needs to look into himself. He needs to look into the mirror. He needs to make changes immediately, because he doesn't have a lot of time. I tell you, he does not have a lot of time. And he could, if it continues like this, I think he could get the sack. He could definitely get the sack. Let me read out some of the comments here. Am says, I think United hasn't been the same since we had Jose Mourinho. I completely agree with you. We're going to trash this team at Old Trafford. Says, let's go. William says, imagine having Casemiro and Amrabat in midfield. That would be nice, right? That's my only hope, guys. If there is one positive thing that I can talk about, if there's any positive thing I can talk about Manchester United, is the fact that Amrabat is to come in. So Amrabat could definitely come in and give that protection for Casemiro. And then you can play maybe Eriksen next to him. Because right now it's just not working. It's not working playing Eriksen and Casemiro. And hopefully, that's my hope. That's the biggest if. Hopefully, Amrabat can come in and help out this team. Hopefully, that happens. Wild Roar says, smashed again. Come on, people. It's 4-3. It's 1 goal difference. Yeah, it looks like it's 1 goal difference. It looks like it's 1 goal difference. But the point is, Bayern Munich, I don't know if they took it lightly when they got the lead. Even when the game became like 2-0, they just took their foot off the gas and they just relaxed. That's how I saw the game. They kind of relaxed in the game. So all in all, I think we huffed and puffed and we scored a lot of lucky goals. We scored a lucky goals, but let's not forget, Bayern Munich also got a lucky penalty. And that first goal from Onana, ridiculous, bro. Ridiculous. Another positive thing, Hojlund scored. I agree. Hojlund scored. We desperately needed to bounce back with Burnley. So, I mean, Burnley's coming up. That is a game that we should be winning. But with this team, you never know. I can't even lie. Why the hell did we even buy Mason Mount? We have enough midfielders. Ever since he's been here, he hasn't done anything positive or even made a change. Bro, like, don't talk about Mason Mount, really. Like, Mason Mount did not play today. He did not play today. Mason Mount did not play today, so we can't talk about Mason Mount, but you're right. You're right, the fact that he hasn't done much since coming to Manchester United. That is a fact, for sure. That is a fact. Okay, let's take a look at the team's rating, and everybody, you can get involved in the chat. Everybody get involved in the chat. I'm going to bring you guys the... where is it? I'm going to bring you guys the team so we can rate every single player. Okay. Where is it? I have it right here. It's this one right here. So, okay, as you can see, guys, as you can see, we can start off with Onana. What would you give Onana? Out of 10, guys, out of 10. Guys, let me know, out of 10, what would you give Onana? I'm definitely going to give him 5 out of 10. He made a couple of saves, but that goal we conceded, that first goal, it was all down to him. And he's probably changed the game. If I'm not mistaken, he probably changed the game. If we didn't concede first in this match, what if? It's a big if, but if we didn't concede first in this match, we could have gotten something out of this. I'm not even gonna lie. That's just the feeling that I have. But you never know, of course. Let's just, okay, I see 3, 4, he is trash. Marcus says Onana 8. I disagree, Marcus. He's not 8. Brian says anytime our team is back together, fully fit, we will be fine. I like that positivity. Brian. Mission says 2. Yeah, a lot of you are giving him 3 and 4. I'm gonna give him 5. A solid 5. He just made one mistake. After that, he made a couple of good saves, so I'm gonna give him 5. Okay, let's quickly move on to Dalot. What would you guys give him? Dalot out of 10, what would you give him? Put your points in the chat, people. What would you give him? Dalot, I think, maybe 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. Let's Go says 7. William says 4. Am says 5. I think I said 6 out of 10 because he were up and down. Offensively, I know he did not offer us anything in terms of passing or creating any sort of chance at putting the ball or crossing the ball. I mean, recently today, I was watching the game for Real Madrid, and the amount of time the left back and the right back cross the ball and put the ball in the box is just insane. And our fullbacks just don't do that. Our fullbacks just don't do that. And I haven't seen that from Dalot. So 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10 is about right. Dalot didn't do anything. No ball went into the striker. Exactly. Offensively, he didn't do anything. And defensively, we got caught. For sure. Defensively, we got caught. So definitely, I'm going to give him 5 out of 10. Okay. Let's just quickly take a look at Lindelof. Lindelof. What would you give Lindelof? Go in the chat. What would you give Lindelof? I'm gonna give him I'm gonna give him 5. I'm gonna give him 5. I agree. William says Lindelof 3. Brian says 5. Mission says 5. Wellington says 5. Yes. To be honest with you guys, I'm definitely gonna give him 5. Marcus says 7. I disagree, bro. It's not 7. It is not 7. Definitely 5 out of 10 for me. Lindelof. For that 4th goal, he was just got caught sleeping. He got caught sleeping. Johan, big up for the sub, by the way. He got caught sleeping, bro. For that 4th goal, he was sleeping. We could have prevented that. We could have actually prevented that. Wellington says 4. I says 5. Yes, I kind of agree. Like 5 out of 10. I'm going to give him 5 out of 10. The 4th goal was disgusting. I know. That's the only goal I remember, and it was just disgusting, man. Okay, let's go. Let's move on to Martinez. Martinez out of 10. What would you guys give him? Martinez out of 10. What would you give him? William says, Marcus, did you watch the match? Your ratings are way too high. I agree. Marcus, you're putting a high ratings. I mean, that is your opinion, but we lost this game. Don't forget we lost this game. Yes, the score line is respectable. I mean, respectable, should I say. It's a respectable score line, but it doesn't mean like everybody played well in this game. It just does not mean we played well in this game. So let's see the ratings for Martinez. I see 5, I see 4, I see 6. Brian says 6. Wisdom is going for 3 out of 10. I'm gonna give him again another 5. I mean, Martinez and Lindelof. Martinez was also booked in this game. He was also booked in this game, and again, he got caught too many times. Too many times today. Marcus, big up for the sub. Too many times. Onana says general defense was bad. No player could do better than 5. Yes, in general, we have to give them 5 across the board. Maybe Reguilon 6. Maybe Reguilon 6. Let's move on to Reguilon now. Reguilon, I felt like I could give him a little bit more because I still liked what I've seen offensively, even though defensively I did not like what I saw. But offensively, I feel like he was just running his socks off. So for sure, I'm going to give him 6. I'm definitely going to give him 6. United's best player, I would say. He was United's best player on the left, for sure. He could have done better with some crosses. But one of the few who produced in this match, really, he was a danger all night long. So I felt like Reguilon deserves 6 out of 10. Organa says Reguilon had the passion to contribute. Yes. Yeah, I think everybody would agree. Wisdom 7. Brian says 6. Yeah. Icy says 5. Yeah, I think 6. I think you can't say 5 because Martinez, Lindelof, and Dalot, we gave them nearly 5. So Reguilon, I think, is 6. Reguilon is 6. Let's move on to the middle of the park here, the defense. So, not the defense, the midfield. Casemiro, what would you guys give him? I'll give you a second. What would you guys give him? What would you guys give him? Casemiro. Let's see the votes. I mean, let's be honest. He was chasing shadows for much of the game. He was just chasing shadows for much of the game. Is it down to him? Is it down to the coach? We'll find out soon when Amrabat is back. But yes, he got us in the game. He scored that first goal, and he scored 2 goals in this game. That the second goal and the third goal came from Casemiro. Let's not forget. But all in all, I don't know. Like, defensively, did he impose himself in the middle of the park? Did he control the midfield? I don't think so. I don't think so. And for that reason, I know he scored 2. Probably man of the match. You could give him or Reguilon, but I'm going to give him 6. We lost this game. I can't give him anything higher than 6. I'm sorry, but I just cannot give him anything higher than 6. Williams at 7. Maybe you could go with 7. Maybe 6.5, I would say. But anything higher than 7 is ridiculous. 9? Nah, no way. But defensively, he was so poor. And he's not there to score goals, guys. He's there to protect the back four, to hold the midfield, to control the midfield, and to control the game. So I don't think he's done that. He has not done that. I know he scored, but he has not done that. So I'm going to give him 6. Let's quickly move on to Eriksen. So Eriksen, what would you guys give him? Out of 10. Go. Hurry up. Let's see. Eriksen. Brian is right. Yeah, Brian is right. I agree with you. Okay, Eriksen. 3, 4, 3, 4. Yeah. Eriksen, I think I'm going to give him 5 out of 10. I'm going to give him 5 out of 10. I mean, he's had an excellent chance to put Manchester United 1-0 up on that rebound in the first half, but he was not clinical enough. And he got another chasing from another midfield. I mean, he was just all over the place. All over the place. I mean, he's just chasing ghosts. He could not keep up with Musiala. Musiala just completely dominated that midfield, controlled that midfield, and destroyed that midfield. So for that reason, 4 or 5 sounds about right for Eriksen. Okay, front 4. Let's wrap it up. The front 4, Pelistri, what would you guys give him? Pelistri, what would you guys give him? Out of 10. Let's go. Facundo Pelistri, what would you give him? Let's see. Pelistri. Wellington says 5. 5.5. Again, that's another 5 from me. That's another 5 from me again. I agree with you guys. Wisdom, William, Agona. I completely agree with you guys. I think he was earlier on. He looked bright, but then he faded off. He really faded off quite quickly in this game. I mean, earlier on, he huffed and puffed, but he faded off. He just couldn't get on the ball. I wanted to see him get on the ball and start dribbling players. We didn't see none of that today. We didn't see none of that today. In the first half, there was a foul on him in the first 10 minutes. That could have been a pen. Probably it could have been a pen. If he was actually faster, he could have scored it. If he was actually faster, he would have scored that goal. But he was just a bit slow, and Davies just came behind him and cleared the ball away. It was a tap in. I mean, wide open goal. That could have changed the game as well. So I'm a bit disappointed with Pelistri. So I'm going to give him 5 out of 10. Okay. Let's take a look at Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes, what would you guys give him? Let me know in the chat. Bruno Fernandes. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see it. Five, 7. Bruno 5 for the assists. Generally created little. Yes. 5 sounds about right. Maybe even below that, to be honest with you. This is one of the worst games I have seen from Bruno Fernandes. He was so wasteful with the ball, and I just didn't see any creation from him. He might have gotten an assist from that free kick, but in terms of play, I have not seen him create anything. And Bayern Munich, like I said, he's one of those players to be blamed. He just spent so much time chasing back. He was all over the place, just chasing back. And the last minute, it was actually Bruno Fernandes who gave the ball away. And this game just finished with 4 goals to 3 because of him. I think we could have gotten back to the game if he didn't waste a lot of the balls in the middle of the park. So 5 or 4, for Bruno Fernandes for me. Okay, Marcus Rashford, let's go. Marcus Rashford, what would you give him? Marcus Rashford, what would you guys give him? Wellington says 6. Icy says 5. Rashford 4 definitely does not have his head right, says Agona. William says Rashford 5, wasteful. I think I'm gonna give him 4. I'm gonna give him 4. A subdued performance, a shit performance again on that right, against that right back on the left. He did not react well to United's. Every time we went on the attack, he was not available. And every single time he gets the ball against the defender, he was just not dribbling past the player. You've seen when Garnacho came on, he instantly changed the game. He start taking on players. He's not afraid to dribble past players. But Marcus Rashford looks like he's way scared. And he looks like he's worried. And he looks like he's losing his confidence. And he looks fatigued as well. He looks fragile. I mean, I don't know. Even in the first 20 minutes, 30 minutes, you don't see him pressing. I don't know if he's carrying an injury or I don't know what's going on with him, but he just doesn't look right this season, Marcus Rashford. And he needs to find himself. He needs to find himself quickly because he's going to find himself on the bench for sure if he continues like this. Rasmus Hojlund. Rasmus Hojlund. What would you guys give him? I'll give him 6 out of 10. What would you guys give him? Rasmus Hojlund. I'll give him 6 out of 10. He scored his first goal for Manchester United. He looked bright. He didn't have a lot of chances. He only had one chance and he scored it again. This guy scores. I mean, against Brighton, he only had one chance and he scores from that chance. But unfortunately, it was ruled out. But this guy looks good. He looks good to me. He's not selfish. He's making runs. He's pressing. He's physical. I think we have a bright striker. I could say that. I can actually believe in Rasmus Hojlund. He looked right. And he's only 19 or 20, so a lot of potential from Rasmus Hojlund. And I'm okay with his performance. I would give him 6 or 7 is a bit high. I would not give 7 anybody, really. Like, we got dismantled. I know the scoreline is 4-3, but 6 out of 10 is about right. 6 out of 10 is about right. Let's quickly cover the bench, and we got to wrap up here, guys. So the bench. Martial, what would you give him? Martial, what would you give him? I think Martial changed the game. He only played 5 or 10 minutes. He played 10 minutes, right? Martial. He played 10 minutes, but I'll definitely give him 6 out of 10. He instantly changed the game. We scored 2 goals, guys. Let's not forget, we scored 2 goals after Martial and Garnacho came on. Actually, 3 goals. Actually, 3 goals, right? We scored 3 goals after they came on. Incredible. And I think they have a big chance now to start the next game. I think they have a big chance to start the next game. I mean, Rashford just strolling around. I mean, put Martial in. Martial could dribble. Martial could take on players. Martial could find spaces. He can find gaps. He can dribble. So, I feel like Martial should start the next game instead of Marcus Rashford on the left. But we'll talk about that game later on. But in this game, I felt like Martial and Garnacho completely changed the game. For that reason, I'm going to give both of them 6 out of 10. I don't know about you guys, but I'm definitely going to give them 6 out of 10. Let me see what you guys give them. Let me see what you guys give them. Martial 6 says Willian. Okay. Yeah, I think it's a solid 6 for both of them. I'll definitely give them 6. And yeah, 6 for both. I agree. I definitely agree, bro. I definitely agree, bro. And finally, Scott McTominay. Scott McTominay, what would you give him? I forgot about Scott McTominay. Scott McTominay, he came on for Christian Eriksen at 69 minutes in. Did he control the midfield? Did he do anything? You guys let me know in the chat. I mean, he did replace the midfield. He re-energized that midfield because that midfield just looked leggy. to be honest with you. It looked leggy in the middle of the park. Casemiro, it looks like he can't run anymore. And Eriksen, we know he can't run. He doesn't have the legs. And Scott McTominay offered only energy. Really, he offered energy. I'll give him 5 out of 10. But, you know, he should have started the game. Maybe we don't concede this much goal if he actually started the game. I was hoping he would start, but he didn't. But that's that, people. That is that. Haftish says, but Dalot too. Everybody, once we end the stream, give me a favor. Every single person that is watching now, do leave your ratings for the players in the comment sections, okay? Everybody, make sure you leave your ratings in the comment sections. But yeah, people, this has been the match reaction. I don't know where we go from here. Where do we go from here? I know Erik ten Hag is gonna come out to say, oh, we have to look at the positive. We scored 3 goals away from home, and we need to look at the positive. We only lost this game by 1 goal. I know he's gonna come out and say that. But we've lost this game at the end of the day. That's another loss. That's 2 consecutive losses now. So it's not looking good. But we need to focus on Brighton. And guys, don't give up. Just don't give up on this team, guys. Don't give up on this team. We've got plenty of talented players in the team that is just not shining. And I think we need to stay together. Yes, Erik ten Hag is fucking up a lot. But we're just gonna have to be patient, bro. I don't see any other manager coming in and just changing this thing immediately. So I think we're gonna have to stick by the manager until the Christmas comes. I know I've said so many times Erik ten Hag out because I've just lost it emotionally, but until we find someone else, we just can't get rid of the manager. But the Burnley game is next, and that is a massive game, guys. That is a massive game, and we need to show up in that game. We need to show up, and we need to deliver big in that game. But yeah, people, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for joining us. William, Ogona, Haptish, Willington, all of you guys, I see everybody. I can't name everybody. Bravo, all of you guys. Thank you all for joining, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.